Just a mere 3 days in office, and President David Granger has begun to craft his legacy. On Wednesday, the Guyanese head of state met with prominent secretaries and heads of respective government agencies to apprise them of his concerns and vision for Guyana's public service. The public service accounts for a massive part of the country's labor force. Against this backdrop, President Granger feels it is essential to enhance that environment in which citizens could enjoy a good life.
So we have to look at the way in which people live and which they make their existence, their living, throughout all of the regions. How can we as public servants serve those people? And these people do have issues. You're living at Wauna, you have to go to Mabaruma to collect your pension to hear that no money has arrived. You have to go back to Wauna to come back another day. It may seem simple, but when you're depending on $13,500 a month, life becomes nightmarish if the public service does not function efficiently.
Looking at the public sector in its present state, the need for a complete reform is necessary, in the view of President Granger.
We need, therefore, a public service that is relevant, not irrelevant. A public service that has roots in all of our regions and is accessible to all of our people. A public service that is responsive to the needs of the people, wherever they are. A public service that is resourceful.
Administrative neutrality in the public sector is another critical component preserved in the President's vision of an improved sector.
In other words, I don't care who you voted for last week Monday. What I care about is that when the political ministers enter ministry, as they've started to do this week and they will be doing next week, that the public servants they find there will forget who they voted for and work with devotion and dedication to ensure that that ministry succeeds.
When the Granger-led coalition was on the campaign trail, a top priority was the need to improve wages and salaries. Now the coalition is in office, that talk has not been discarded. Ways are being explored aimed at making that a reality.
I'm not interested in working with a disgruntled public service. We have to solve that problem, and we will solve that problem in a consensual manner. We will go back to the bargaining table and discuss with the Public Servants Union what needs to be done, not only to pay the public servants better, but to ensure a higher level of efficiency.
The President announced the introduction of a Ministry of Communities. He noted that he has been going around the country and has noticed that parts of the country is being left behind. He wants to see development across the board. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.